Hey guys, for this actual episode, I'm gonna actually just give you some brief details and also switch out a GPU block for this block here. This actual build is actually one of my personal builds, which it's actually gonna be my CNC PC, which all my CNC files will be sent to this machine, and this machine actually sends it to the CNC to be cut. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. So for here, I'm actually gonna remove this block. This is a NVIDIA 2080 GPU, and I'm gonna actually remove this water block and install a different water block, which I'm gonna install this one here, this block. I don't know if you can see that, which the ports come out from the end instead of from the top. So I'm gonna switch that out because I'm gonna switch this computer to a different case, and I'm gonna go with a UB's case that I've actually been working on. So this is drained on the back. It's connected to the distribution block, which is this panel, this back panel, and goes all the way up. And I'm just gonna screw this in order to actually drain it, which is just simple valve. So on these cables, I did a cable extension for this build. I didn't actually do any custom cables for it, but it is what it is. Sometimes you don't have time to actually do certain things. You just gotta go with it. So now everything's actually pretty screwed on, so I'm just gonna drain it and go from there. Once it's drained, I'm gonna actually take out the GPU block and I'm gonna switch it out to the other block. And pretty excited because for this block, I always been wanting to use this block, and this block is by BitsPower, so it's made for the RTX 2080 Founders Edition by NVIDIA, which it's gonna be, I don't know if you can see it from there, let me see. See that, guys? So the ports come out through here, they go in here and come out from this way. So on the end, instead of from the top. Looks awesome. Finally get the opportunity to actually use this block for this card. Oh, also one more thing, this is actually the fill port up here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just, you know how it is. You gotta let some air in order to drain it, because then now the fluid won't push out because there'll be no air. So you gotta unscrew your fill port so you get some little bit of air coming in. You just open it up so it can drain, because it's actually open from here. So it's pretty much drained. So I'm gonna see if I can actually take out the GPU block now. So getting ready to take out the GPU. I'm just putting down some paper towels because I don't know if the GPU actually got fully drained or not. It's all connected to the distribution block, which is back here. It comes out, it goes into the GPU, and it goes back to the distribution block, and up and back down to the CPU. So let me go ahead and just see if I can take this off and to see how much liquid actually comes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, guys. And these are soft tubing ZMTs by EK. They're black tubes. They look pretty sweet. I like the way these look if they're gonna go soft tubing. See, some of it did come out, but not too much. Take the other one out now. So I can see, well, let me see if I can drain a little bit more, because if I turn the fitting, it's still draining. As you can see that. And I did use red coolant for this build. And it's still coming down. So sometimes your runs don't get fully drained. So you just gotta be aware, if you do drain your system, make sure that you're cautious when you are removing any tubes, because it still can leak. Take the other one out now. This one might be full. We'll see how this one reacts. A little bit more. Let me get a little bit more just in case it all spills all over, because I don't know how it's going to be. All right, that one's pretty much good to go. Clean that out. And now with this fitting here, I'm actually gonna push it, turn it so it's facing downwards to see if anything comes out. And you see that, so it's coming down. And just some tips if you guys haven't never done any water cooling, also, or you want to do any maintenance of your pre-build that is water cooled, you just gotta make sure you drain that out. So now I'm actually gonna take out the GPU and remove the GPU block as well. So this one's pretty easy because it's all tied up there. So I'm just gonna unscrew this. And now, and all I gotta do is just lift it up and it should come off. There you go, guys. It's fully out. See that? Pretty awesome block. I like the way it turned out when I painted. So now I'm gonna actually take this block off, take this block out and switch it out to the other one. So the GPU block out of the case. So in order to actually remove this block, I had to unscrew the top plate. And once I remove the top plate, it gives me access to actually remove the block itself. I think this one will fit. So now this is out. So here's one of the issues, not issues, but main components you gotta worry about as far as screws. These are the ones that are actually holding the block down. So I'm gonna remove those and this one as well. Once these are out, the actual block will come off. Man, that was tough. For some reason, this is why it was tough. Sometimes this happens when you actually tighten the actual block. See, these tend to, they're not supposed to be unscrewed when you unscrew the bottom screw. But sometimes it gets, you tighten it too tight and it actually removes the whole thing, which these are supposed to go on the actual block, which is these. So that's why it's kind of difficult to actually take it out. It happens, man. Just be aware. If they do come off, just make sure when you unscrew it, you put it back to the block. So just in case you want to use the block again, there's nothing missing. All right, guys, so the actual block is switched, as you can see here. So I'm gonna actually put it in there. I'm going from there. I think it's gonna look pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments or on Instagram, whatever you wanna contact me at. So let me just go ahead and put this in. If I could. I'm doing a vertical mount here, so you can actually see the block. So now I need to just screw it in. Hopefully it lines up correctly. We will see. And this is going in a UBeast. This is a UBeast lithium case that they just released to the public. So you can actually purchase this actual case in their actual website. And I did do a build on this case already, which was for one of my clients, and it came out pretty awesome. But this one's a little bit different because I have it chrome plated on the actual sides. And this is going to be one of my main, this is going to be a actual build that's going to actually be just my personal build. As you can see here, you see I have it chrome plated from here and also on the top and on the bottom. If I turn it around, you actually see it, the whole thing is actually chrome plated. Look at that. Nice mirror finish, very shiny, pretty sweet. And with actually this build, I'm actually gonna go ahead and the radiator is gonna go on the bottom here. Let me see if I can find a radiator for you guys. I know it's here somewhere. Where is it at? So the radiator is gonna sit underneath here. There's slots where you can actually screw them. And the brackets here, so it's actually gonna sit up like this. So it's gonna pull air up, going up. And I'm probably gonna do, depending on the actual tube run, because I am gonna use 90-degree bend, pre-bend brass tubes for this actual build. So let me actually bring it real quick. So they're gonna be these right here that are already pre-bent. And since the ports are out here, and the radiator is gonna be down here, so, and the pump is actually gonna be installed from behind in here, under the shroud. So I'm gonna actually drill a pass-through here, so it's gonna come out to the actual radiator. And from the radiator, I'm gonna bring it back out this way. And then it's gonna come out another 90 on into this block, and this block is gonna go back up there. So it should give me a real nice clean look once it's all said and done. And I had this motherboard already for a while, and I actually did do a build with it, but I'm gonna bring it out because I love just the whole aesthetic of this board, which has a monoblock, full big monoblock here. And I just wanna keep this build very clean and modern looking. So that's what I'm gonna actually do, so. But I just wanna show you guys just a brief what I've been working on, personal project here, which is one of them that I'm actually working on. So I'm pretty stoked about this project here. But hopefully you guys subscribe, whatever, like, comment, share, whatever you guys want to do to actually continue to support this channel so we can do some exotic builds like this. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. On the next one, actually, I'm going to do the tube run on this. So hopefully you guys can catch the next episode, and I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.